Now, all it comes down to is my mind state. Like when big stressful problems come about, and my partner would definitely tell you the same thing. I think we both have seen just the way we can handle stress now. It's a lot calmer. I don't panic. Probably able to clearly think out solutions because 100% of my attention is on that. I'm not giving 50% to anything else. So we've been able to navigate problems pretty well throughout both of our success in the program. Which he tells me all the time. My partner tells me that I'm just completely different and in a lot of ways, that included. So yeah, I would say it's probably just navigating the issues and the stress have been a lot easier now that my mind seems clearer.
Great. Changed.
Oh man, it's great. We've always been really close. We're high school friends or childhood friends. But we have gotten a lot closer through the program. I'll say that, I think, because we
Wow.
just both have agreed to live a healthy lifestyle, and we see the effect that it has on each other. And yeah, it's brought us a lot closer, and we both respect that about each other. Yeah, I think we both have seen a lot of changes, good changes in each other.
That.
Awesome. It's been great. I couldn't ask for a better business relationship, which obviously I know I owe a lot of credit to the program for that. So, and I owe him a lot of credit too for starting it. He did it first and showed me kind of how much he changed, and I'm pretty happy that it was able to work for me as well.
Yeah. For your
They all
family.
seem to take care of themselves. Like I said, once you have that confidence and you start working on yourself, everything else seems to fall together pretty easily. Which I can't contribute that to luck. So it's got to be correlated somehow. Yeah, I would say I spend less time focusing on everybody else and a lot more time on myself, but yet everything seems to be getting better. So. Yeah,
Yeah.
all of the above. Business is better. My wife's happier. My daughter has a lot more time with me. So
Wow.
yeah, I think every
Awesome.
aspect in life is just getting a lot better.
Yeah.
Awesome, makes me feel motivated for sure to keep going. Yeah, it's definitely a huge win. It's pretty cool. I'm not too sure. I think it just kind of stems from who I am. I've always just been a giver.
Right.
So like, I mean, I'm a really hard worker, but never really for myself. It's to make sure my family's taken care of, make sure my business is doing good. I guess I never really thought of myself as a priority, and that's what Kenton has been kind of talking to me about, how that is probably the number one priority, and everybody else is next. But
Yeah.
yeah. So I mean, I've thought about it before too. I probably just would be in the same position, if not worse, just because throughout the program we have ran into a few different big business issues that I think needed my full attention and full,
Yeah.
capability. So who knows how I would have handled those things beforehand. It's hard to say, I guess, but
Mm.
definitely not as good as things are now. I know that for a fact. So
Okay.
probably just drinking every day, um, and not in a very good mindset, I guess, is probably the best way to put it. I mean, like I said, I didn't have any crazy issues. I was drinking a lot, but I still went to work and was home every day. So there was never any bad issues. But it was more of a mindset thing. I think I wouldn't feel as happy as I am right now.
Whoa.
And probably confident and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think it was Kenton, honestly, which I know he would probably argue with me that he didn't have much to do with it. It's all on me, but he instilled a lot of self motivation in myself. I didn't really have too much of that, I would say, beforehand. Yeah, I guess anything I've done beforehand, like in my life, all my challenges and stuff like that, were always for other people, my family, friends, coworkers, whatever. But Ken kind of had me focus on myself a little bit more and what I'm capable of, I think. So that was pretty big for me because I haven't had that point of view before, I guess. So I don't know. It's hard to explain, but it just gave me a new drive, I guess, if that makes sense. And once I started it, it was started with small things. It it really helped out. So it kicked off pretty hard. And by that time, it was just helping out a lot. It just I mean, once you feel good yourself, it's pretty easy to all the other aspects in life kind of seem to fall together. So.
Program.
Yeah, so he was awesome. He worked with me pretty much specific to my needs, which was really cool. So like, and even when I maybe didn't do everything I was supposed to do for that week, he was, I won't say okay with it because he'll still give you shit for sure. And, you have to not do that again. But he just worked with me on every level, I think, and kind of became custom to me. I felt it wasn't really so much like a step by step program, it was kind of like a Justin program. So that was really cool for me. Um, and he's younger, really relatable too. So yeah, I think Kenton was a huge part of my success personally. It was more the drinking that I wanted to get rid of. But he kind of pushed me towards other things that I didn't think I needed to focus on. So working out, eating healthier, stuff like that. And then once we got that down, he kind of realized where my priorities were lying in other people. Saw that I didn't really necessarily have too much self confidence, self motivation. I'll say is probably the best way to put it. And so I think he kind of targeted that, and it was a huge boost to me. So I don't know how to say it the best way. I think he just
Mm,
read me and found the best way to do the program with me, I guess.
cool.
So now I realize how important it is. Definitely. I mean, I've always just been kind of a fit guy because I do a lot of my work includes a lot of labor. But now with all the aspects that Kenton has had me put into it, so eating healthier, going to the gym on a routine, kind of implementing those simple bases, I feel way better. So I would say like physique wise, I didn't need a huge I can't drop 30 pounds or anything like that.
Yeah.
But I think it was more of like how I feel energy wise, mentally. I'm getting stronger too. So physically getting stronger. Yeah, no, I'm definitely a lot more dialed into the fitness side now than I was. I was reluctant in the beginning, but now I feel a lot better about it. Yeah, definitely. Best place I've been in for a long time. I'll say that.
Right. With that.
I would say he kind of guided me in the right directions. Like, I mean, there's a few exercises in there where you have to find out kind of where your priorities lie and who are you like almost like who are you doing this program for? And for me, it was to help out my family's a big one, help out my business. That's also a big one. It was kind of all around that type of stuff. And Kenton would just ask me like why are you not putting yourself on there? Why are you not thinking about yourself? So it started with that, and then through that, I think he just continued to slightly grow and grow it into showing me that I do need to focus on myself. I need to make myself a priority too, if that makes
Mm,
sense. And yeah, I didn't realize it in the beginning, so it was kind of hard for me to
okay.
do. But now I'm definitely I see how important it is. It's probably my number one priority or almost there. Um, and I see
Wow.
that he was right. Yeah, it was probably that specific time that I was just mentioning. I'm not sure what week that was, but
Mm,
he kind of just asked me like, why do I never see you on your priorities list or when you're giving me these answers? I don't ever see it for yourself. And so we kind of talked a bit about that on that specific week. And I mean, that was just a big, I definitely thought about that after the meeting for the rest of that week. And I think we kind of just started to creep into it the following weeks. Um, but yeah, that was probably the biggest turnaround point for me when he kind of pointed it out that I just don't see you on this list.
wow.
Awesome. Yeah, no, it's been great. There are ups and downs. Obviously, sometimes I need to be at the business, sometimes I can be at home. So we're still kind of figuring out that side of things. But when I spend a lot more time home now than I used to, and it is awesome for
Wow.
myself and my family. My wife's a lot more happy. My daughter is obviously a lot more happy. So it's been great. It's been great. Yeah, so I think it's more than just me being home more. It's more like I'm more present at home. I'm more attentive to both of them is things that I've heard from my wife. So My daughter, clearly, she just loves me anytime I'm home. So she's only
Yeah,
2 years
yeah.
old, but
Oh, wow.
yeah, I can kind of see the change with her. But my wife will tell me too that just I'm a lot more attentive to that aspect. So they're super happy with the program, and I'm I try to kind of push off some of the things I learn as well onto my wife and try to help her out too, what she likes. She's going to the gym now too, so it's sprinkling out into
Oh,
other people. Yeah, no, I think it's been great for my family, and like it's also really motivating for me to continue. Kind of just seeing the changes are a lot better than hearing them. So for me, anyway, so I get to actually see that I'm home a lot more, that she's enjoying a lot more of the time she spends with me. Yeah, so it definitely shows me why I do it and why I want to keep doing it.
yeah.
Said I
Hmm.
just really like I don't know if it's just Kenton's way of doing the program, but I really like the way that it was set up. I mean, it was super easy to navigate. Um, you get results a lot faster and easier than you think.
Hmm.
I think that's probably the best way to put it. I'm not sure if that's just Kenton or if that's how the entire program is, but
Hmm.
yeah, and I've seen two people now, myself and my business partner, go through the program, and obviously it's done wonders for both of us. So I think it's a super successful and awesome program that a lot of people need to try. So,
Hmm.
like I mentioned earlier, he had me do a lot of small steps and told me he doesn't want anything drastic. Don't start eating only broccoli or anything like that. You know what I mean? Just small baby steps. Start focusing on your food. What do you eat? And then start focusing on how you can make it better. And slowly, before you know it, you're a month in and you're eating healthy and going to the gym every day. And you don't even realize it just because you're taking small baby steps and just focusing on consistency, making sure that you are doing it consistently.
Wow.
And it's a lot easier than past things that I've tried. That have you starting keto diet right away and you're sick of it in 3 days and don't want to do it. So
Say to them.
I would say do it. I don't even want to say try it. I would just full on do it because, like I said, it's a lot easier than you think. And you'll blink and you'll start to see results and you just won't want to stop. And you will look back and think, how could I have been living that way?